Well, first of all, thank you so much for coming to spend your afternoon with me. Before I start, I always explain that by day, I'm a music therapist. So I always like to share a fact about music before I actually start making music. So today's fact is that music is linked deep in the brain with memory. Okay, so it's very much linked with memory, especially of our teenage and our early adult years. So as we begin to age, not that that happens to any of us really, but as we begin to age and while we begin to forget certain things, music remains this very protected pearl in your brain. So when Kevin asked me to do this today, I thought, maybe I'll use this time to share with you the pearls, or the gems really, of what turned me into not only the musician I am, but the person I am. So here you go. Thanks for taking this musical journey with me. And speaking of gems, well, I'll be damned, here comes your ghost again, but that's not unusual. It's just that the moon is full and you happen to call. Here I sit and on the telephone, hearing a voice I know a couple of light years ago, heading straight for a fall. As I remember, your eyes were bluer than robin's eggs. My poetry was lousy, you'd say. Where are you calling from? A booth in the Midwest. 10 years ago I bought you some cufflinks. You brought me something. We both know what memories can bring. They bring diamonds and rust. Well, you burst on the scene, already a legend, the unwashed phenomenon, the original vagabond. You went straight into my arms. There I stayed, temporarily lost at sea. The Madonna was yours for free. Yes, the girl on the half shell would keep you unharmed. Now I see you standing with brown leaves falling all around, there's snow in your hair. Now you're smiling out a window in a crummy hotel over Washington Square. Our breath comes out white clouds, it mingles and hangs in the air. Speaking strictly for me, we both could have died then and there. Now you're telling me you're not nostalgic, then give me another word for it. You were so good with words and at keeping things vague. 'Cause I need some of that vagueness now, so I'll come back to clearly. Yes, I loved you dearly, but if you're offering me diamonds and rust, I've already paid. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. So clearly Joan Baez was one of my very first and most powerful influences. Enough so that at my senior recital, I was a music major in school and I was going to be on Broadway. And before they gave me my degree, I had to prove that I could sing in multiple languages and I could do a lot of opera. And I had shown the music faculty that I could tackle what they had given me. So after I showed them that I could tackle what they'd given me, I decided I was going to use the rest of my recital to tackle a few things that I enjoyed. And one of the things I decided we were going to tackle that day was prison reform. Billy Rose was a lowrider, Billy Rose was a night fighter, Billy Rose knew trouble like the sound of his own name. Busted on a drunken charge, he was driving someone else's car, local midnight sheriff's claim to fame. In an Arizona jail, there are some who tell the tale how Billy fought the sergeant for some milk he demanded. Knowing they remained the boss, knowing he would pay the cost, they saw he was severely reprimanded. In the black Castellane block, he hanged himself at dawn, with a note stuck to the bunk head. Don't mess with me, just take me home. Come and help us lay poor Billy down. Luna was a Mexican, the law called him an alien for coming across the border with a baby and a wife. The clothes upon his back were wet, still he thought he could get some money and some things to start a life. It hadn't been too very long when it seemed like everything went wrong. Didn't even have the time to find themselves a home. This foreigner was a brown-skinned male, thrown inside a Texas jail. He left his wife and baby quite alone. To ease the pain inside him, he put a needle in his arm, but the dope would just crucify him, and he died to no one's great alarm. They might as well just have laid that young man down. We're gonna raise the prisons to the ground. Kilowatt was an agent con of 65, he stood a chance. Stay alive and leave the joint and walk the streets again. As the time he was to leave drew near, he suffered all the joy and fear of leaving 35 years in the pen. And on the day of his release, he was approached by the police, took him to the warden, walking slowly by his side. The warden said, "You won't remain here, but it seems our state retainer has claimed another 10 years of your life." He stepped out in the Texas sunlight, and those cops, they just stood around. Poor Kilowatt ran 50 yards, then he threw himself down on the ground. They might as well just have laid that poor man down. And we're gonna raise the prisons to the ground. Help us raise the prisons to the ground. That is the prison trilogy. It's the story of Billy Rose, and that is another Joan Baez song. Because I am such a Joan Baez fan, somebody played this for me, and I was like, "Oh, that's a great Joan Baez song." They're like, "No, Bob Dylan wrote it." And I was like, "Oh, what?" So clearly I had it wrong in my head the whole time, but. Well, it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. Well, it ain't no use to sit and wonder why. It'll never do anyhow. When your rooster crows at the break out your window and oh, I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. Well, it ain't no use turning on your light, babe. A light I never know. It ain't no use turning on the light. I'm on the dark side of the road. So I wish there was something you could do or say. Try and make me change my mind and stay. But we never did too much talking anyway. But don't think twice, it's alright. It ain't no use calling out my name, guy, like you've never done before. It ain't no use calling out my name. I can't hear you anymore. I've been thinking and wandering on my way down the road. I once loved a woman, a child, I'm told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. But don't think twice, it's alright. Well, I'm walking down this long, lonesome road, babe. Where I'm bound, I can't tell. But goodbye is too good a word. I'll just say, fare thee well. I'm not saying you treated me unkind. I could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time. But don't think twice, it's alright. You just kind of wasted all my precious time. But don't think twice, it's alright. Sometimes music in itself certainly evokes memories, but sometimes it's the music and the people that we get to share it with. So one, I'm so grateful that I get to share this with you and everybody who's watching. But this is one that brings back a lot of memories because it takes me back to the first time that I saw Natalie Merchant. Take me now, baby, here as I am. Hold me close and try and understand. Desire is hunger, is the fire I breathe. Love is a banquet on which we'll feed. Come on now, try and understand the way I feel under your command. Take my hand as the sun descends. They can't hurt you now, they can't hurt you now, they can't hurt you now. Oh, because the night belongs to lovers, 'cause the night belongs to us, 'cause the night belongs to lovers, because the night belongs to us. Have I doubt, baby, when I'm alone? Love is a ring on a telephone. Love is an angel disguised as lust. In our bed until the morning it comes. Come on now, try and understand the way I feel under your command. Take my hand as the sun descends. They can't hurt you now, they can't hurt you now, they can't hurt you now. Oh, because the night belongs to lovers, 'cause the night belongs outlive, forgive the yearning, burning. I believe in time to heal, to feel. So take me now, take me now, take me now. Oh, because the night belongs to lovers, 'cause the night belongs to us, 'cause the night belongs to lovers, because the night belongs to us, because the night, it belongs to us. The man in 119 takes his tea all alone. Mornings we all rise to wireless fairy cries. I'm hearing opera through the door. The souls of men and women impassioned all. Their voices, they climb and fall. The battle trumpets call. I feel the path and climb inside, singing la 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 la, la 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 la. He will not touch their pastry, but every day they'll bring him more. Gold from the breakfast tray, I steal them all away, and I eat them on the shore, singing la la la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la. I draw a jackal-headed woman in the sand. She sings of a lover's fate, sealed by jealous hate. Then I wash my hand in the seas. With just 3 days more, I just about learned the entire score. To Aida, holidays they must end, as you know. All this memory taken home with me, the opera, the stolen tea, the sand drawing the virgin sea, all years ago. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. And that is Very Cries, done by Natalie Merchant. So many years ago, many years ago, my sister, like I said, it's funny, I'm a music therapist, so people assume that I have this extensive knowledge of music. I have an extensive knowledge of children's music, and if I don't know it, I'll make it up on the spot. But, you know, it was my sister who actually introduced me to Janis Joplin. And I remember listening to Janis Joplin for the first time, saying, nobody should ever sing Janis Joplin, except Janis Joplin. Well, I just broke my own rule, or I'm about to. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, I was waiting for a train, feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down to before it rained, rode us all the way to New Orleans. I pulled my harpoon, my dirty red bandana. I was playing softball, Bobby sang the blues. Windshield wipers slapping time, I was holding Bobby's hand in mine, and we sang every song that driver knew. 'Cause freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, ain't nothing out of it ain't free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when he sang the blues. Feeling good, it was good enough for me. It was good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. From the Kentucky coal mines to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Through all kinds of weather and everything he'd done, yeah, Bobby, baby, kept me from the cold. One day out near Salinas, so long, let him slip away. He's looking for that home, and I hope he finds it. And I trade all my tomorrows for one single yesterday, to be holding Bobby's body next to mine. 'Cause freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, that's all that Bobby left me. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when he sang the blues. You know, feeling good was good enough for me. It was good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. La-da-da, la-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da, Bobby McGee. La-da-da, la-da-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da, Bobby McGee. La-la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la, hey, 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 Bobby McGee. La-la-la-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, hey, 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 Bobby McGee. Yeah, see, I call him my lover, I call him my man, call him my love, I did the best I can. I said, come on now, it's Bobby McGee. La 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 la. Hey, 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 it's Bobby McGee, Lord. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. We'll save that one for the end. Let's see here. Took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, till the landslide brought it down. Mirror in the sky, what is love? And the child within my heart, rise above. Can I sail through the changing ocean tide? Can I handle seasons of my life? I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. Time makes you bolder, even children, they get older, and I'm getting older too. Ooh, I'm older too. reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide brought it down. If you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, maybe the landslide brought it down. Maybe the landslide brought it down. So, I guess I was a senior in college, and my brother called me, because, we called people. Still, didn't send me a text message, like, we were still calling. And he's like, I'm about to change your life. And I was like, oh, say more. He's like, I'm going to introduce you to a singer-songwriter by the name of Dar Williams. And in one moment, everything I ever wanted to be when I grew up changed. I loved everything about her ability to be the most authentic version of herself. And what I learned about music from so many great singer-songwriters, but especially Dar Williams, is that the beauty comes in having the courage to show up as the most authentic version of who you are. And I find that making music, for me, makes me the most vulnerable that I have ever been, but it also makes me the strongest that I have ever been. So the next 3 songs are, like I said, they're by Dar Williams, and I hope you enjoy them. Perhaps I am a miscreation, no one knows the truth, there is no future here. And you're the DJ, speak to my insomnia. You laugh at all I had to fear, you laugh at all I had to fear. You always play the madman poets, the final vision, grungy fans. You never know who's still awake, you never know who understands. And are you out there, can you hear this? Jimmy Olsen, Johnny Memphis, I was out here listening all the time. And though the static walls surround me, you were out there and you found me. I was out here listening all the time. Last night we drank in parking lots. Why do we drink? I guess we do it 'cause. And when I turned your station on, you sounded more familiar than that party was. You were more familiar. That party is the first time I stay up all night. It's getting light, I hear the birds. I'm driving home on empty streets. I think I put my shirt on backwards. Are you out there? Can you hear this? Jimmy Olsen, Johnny Memphis, I was out here listening all the time. And though the static wall surrounds me, you were out there, you found me. I was out here listening all the time. And what's the future? Who will choose it? Politics of love and music. Underdogs who'll turn the tables. Indie versus major labels. There's so much to see through. Like my parents do more drugs than we do. Whoa, whoa. Corporate parents, corporate town. I know every TV set that hasn't lit. They preach that I should save the world. They pray that I won't do a better job of it. Pray that I won't do a better job. So tonight I turned your station on, just so I'd be understood. Instead another voice said I was just too late and just no good. So I am calling Olsen, calling Memphis. I am calling, do you hear this? I was out here listening all the time. And I will write this down and then I will not be alone again. No, I was out here listening. I was out here listening. I was out here listening all the time. So that is called Are You Out There? This is the one that I'm going to tell you a story. And this is called The Babysitter's Here. And I want you to think of that person, that maybe as you were growing up, that became very influential in your life then, and what it felt like when they left you. This is called The Babysitter's Here. I've never had a way with women, but the hills of Iowa make me wish I could. I've never found the way to say I love you, but if the chance came by, oh, I would. But way back where I come from, we never need to bother. We don't like to make our passions other people's concerns, and we'll walk in a world of safe people, and at night we'll walk into our houses and burn. Iowa, Iowa, oh, 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 Iowa, 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 oh, 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 Iowa. How I long to fall just a little bit, to dance out of the lines and stray from the light. But I fear that to fall in love with you is to fall from a great and gruesome height. So you know, I asked a friend about it on a bad day. Her husband had just left her. She sat down on the chair he left behind, and she said, what is love? Where did it get me? Whoever thought of love? They're no friend of mine. Iowa, Iowa, oh, 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 Iowa, 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 oh, 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 Iowa. Once I had everything, I gave it up for the shoulder of your driveway and those words I've never felt. So for you I came this far across the line, 10 miles above the limit and with no seatbelt, and I do it again. For tonight I went running through a screen door of discretion. I woke up from a nightmare I could not stand to see. You were out wandering out on the hills of Iowa, and you were not thinking of me. Oh, oh, I, Iowa, 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 oh, 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 Iowa. Iowa. So as I mentioned before, I was a music major in college, and my program was very much classically training musicians. And then I came along, and I was like, well, I don't want to sing opera. I want to be on Broadway. And so I certainly was an anomaly in the program, and I'm still very much amazed that they gave me a degree, but they did. So anyway, please forgive me, but this is kind of just a self-indulgent. So indulge me for this. Jumping, the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich, your mama Don't you cry, oh, one of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings, they'll take you to the sky. But till that morning, nothing can harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing by, oh, in the summertime.
Oh my goodness.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I've got one foot on the platform, the other's on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans, to wear that ball and chain. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. And God, I know I'm one. You know, it's funny, I have this thing, I call it, I refer to it when I'm teaching my interns, I refer to it as roof chatter. And roof chatter is that conversation that you're having in your brain while everybody thinks you're thinking about something else. And so I'm in my roof chatter singing House of the Rising Sun, and I keep thinking, it's cheaper than therapy. It's cheaper than therapy. So I just, so again, I'm so grateful that you are all here today. I firmly, truly always believe that music is at its finest when it serves a purpose and when it is shared with others. So I am so grateful that I get to share this with you today. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the one that mother gives you won't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell them a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Go call Alice when she was just born. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom and your mind is moving low, go ask Alice. I think she'll know. When logic and proportion have fallen slowly dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen is off with her head. Remember what the doornail said. Feed your head, feed your head. So it's really funny, I often will sing that, believe it or not, at school. Because I work with children who are learning language, and one day we needed to learn the word bunny. And they said, Miss Katie, can you come up with a song about a bunny? And White Rabbit was the first thing that came into my head. So it actually has been adapted for children. Compliments of yours, truly. This one is also one that I have adapted oftentimes for my children at school. And I really only learned it because one of my little ones loved the, I guess it was the Miley Cyrus version of Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please, don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair and ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. I can easily understand how you can easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You can have your choice of man, but I can never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness, it depends on you. Whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Jolene, Jolene. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, I have 3 more for you. I was playing, I guess, 2 weeks ago, and I was playing in a bar down in Bel Air. And as a music therapist, I'm always trying to adapt what I do to my audience. So, I make this entire set list, and then I change it as soon as people walk in the door. But it was the end of the night, and I was like, I'm tired and I don't know what to sing next. So I was like, oh, you know what, you guys are in for a treat. I'm gonna do some John Prine. And you wouldn't believe how many people looked at me and went, who?
What?
And I was like,
What?
Yes. So I was like, uh-oh. Hopefully they've all become fans of Angel from Montgomery. Let's hope. If dreams were thunder, lightning was desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel, fly from Montgomery, make me a poster of no rodeo. Just give me one thing, Lord, I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. Wasn't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was such a long time, and no matter how I tried, those years they just flew by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery, oh, make me a poster of no rodeo. Just give me one thing, Mom, I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, oh, I can hear all the buzzing. I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. person, go to work in the morning, come home in the evening and have nothing to say. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery, oh, make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing, Lord, I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a such a hard way to go. So again, thank you so much for taking this musical journey with me. You know, it's like I said, the singer-songwriters that I have just, I don't know, come to know are the ones that are so honest and vulnerable and comfortable sharing who they are with the world. And so last year, at this time, I made a promise to myself. So my birthday was yesterday. So a year ago, I told myself, you have one job this year. You are going to write one song. You're going to make yourself that vulnerable. You're going to do it. And I got it recorded and uploaded to all of your favorite streaming platforms last week, which means I made it just under the wire. This is a song by a less known singer-songwriter by the name of me. And this is called On Queen. And some things that happen on Queen were never meant to stay there. On the seventh day, sight unseen, a crossroads of lies and reckoning, strumming 12 bars on her 6-string blue, abandoning his vows for I love you, one queen. On the ninth hour, when no one heard, a crossroads of action and his word, praising God with his poker face, that's an ante they can't trace on Queen. Royalty, loyalty, a pocket ace, a pretty face, a souvenir, a dry tear, I'm the proof that you were here on the street that bore my name, a crossroads of the fame and the mundane, smelling a smoke screen, reeking of sin. If only she'd known that you'd been on that seventh day. Clock it told 9, a dim light and a mystery sign called your bluff. You lost that bet. Discovery, your one regret on Queen, on Queen. Now every 7th day, that tight knot is singed, a crossroads of denial and queen. Oh, hell, I still wear the crown on queen. Thank you. I actually own a crown, just saying. I may have worn it last night. No. I have one more for you today. And again, thank you so much. Thank you, Kevin, for this opportunity. I'm so grateful. Let's see if I can pull this up here. So in the beginning, like I said, nobody should sing Janis Joplin but Janis Joplin. And again, I'm going to break that rule. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends, they all drive Porsches. I must make amends. I work hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends. So Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Dialing $4 is trying to find me. I'll wait for delivery each day until 3. So Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a night on the town? I'm counting on you, Lord, so please don't let me down. Prove that you love me and buy the next round. So Lord, won't you buy me a night on the town? If you want to sing along, here we go. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
Sing it, Joe.
My friends, they all drive Porsches. I must make amends. I work hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends. So Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Katie, where can we find that song again? Say it one more time.
Okay, that is On Queen by Katie Damiano on all of your favorite streaming networks. It's on Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, Amazon, iTunes, all the things. Thank you.
Thank you for everyone coming out to the Sunroom sessions. We appreciate all your support.
Thank you so much.